clock, running, 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 running. Shot, clock, running, 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 running. Welcome to Shot Clock. If you come in my lane, you getting your shot blocked. Coach BuB on the mic, BA is a hot spot. This is the podcast, tune into the broadcast. It might be a special guest, never know who gon' slide past. Got some topics to discuss while making the time pass. Let's talk about rap, let's talk about fashion, let's talk about sports, or what's the latest gadgets, and I ain't trying to brag. This right here the best show. Cross over, then lay 'em up with the left though. Let's go. You got the rock, time ticking, who will it?
Yo, it's your boy Coach BuB. We're on another episode of Shot Clock Podcast, and I got a very, 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 very special guest tonight. I got the legend himself, Mr. Gifted Hands.
What's up, man?
I appreciate you touching down with me tonight, man.
Man, thank you. We finally doing it.
Yeah, 3 years later.
3 years later, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta see you go on all these other platforms and go around the world before you come touch down with
My bad, man. My bad, man.
Nah, it's all
we
love.
Here now.
It's all love.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get started, man. Let's go back because a lot of people see you now.
Yeah.
And they see the process and they see the results and it looks like it's overnight. And we know it's not overnight.
It always looks like it's overnight.
All right, so let's go back to a kid in high school that I remember being kicked out of school, going to the alternative school, and then somewhere along those lines you pivot into, where the direction in which you wanted to go to. So Let's talk about that process and what happened and some of the things that led up to you being kicked out of school and where you were at mentally.
Man, well, first of all, I was getting suspended, OSS, ISS since 3rd grade. And it used to just be me trying to fit in.
Right.
Because I'm seeing everybody look cool. Everybody got friends, and I'm just here I don't know nobody, and I'm trying to figure out what to do so I can be with this group of people, or be in this circle or whatever. And so in high school, it was just high school is like a new beast almost, and it never felt like I fit in. I was like I couldn't be cool, you know what I'm saying? And so I would get up, in the middle of class and just start dancing,
right.
or just walk out of class or whatever. That's why y'all saw me in the hallway a lot. And then I was in, they made me go to ISS with I forgot the ISS teacher name.
Mr. Woods.
Yeah, Mr. Woods, but before that, it was Miss McGee.
Okay. So not to cut you off.
You mean to cut me off?
Was that a defense mechanism or?
It was a defense mechanism. It was a way of me being okay in this social space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't get bullied or nothing.
Right.
It was just I just felt out of place. So I couldn't just sit here and do my work and just be okay, cause I had a lot of stuff going on in my mind. If I just sit here knowing that I'm different from everybody, everybody's gonna look at me a type of way. So not being able to handle those emotions and in a mature way, I just did whatever I wanted to do, man. And 2009, I got kicked out, went to Renaissance, the alternative school, and man, it took a couple years to get it right, bro. It took, cause even when I came back from Renaissance, I did my 9th grade year again there, cause I failed the 9th grade the first year, and then came back and was still walking the halls and everything, but I was trying to become more mature and more not walking out of class type stuff or not showing up late to class, but it just took too long, man. And it was 2012, bro, That's how I know like when I switched, because it was 2012 when I had a moment with God at my house. Nobody knew like stuff about this at school, but like I had a moment with God when I was like, I don't know why I'm here, and I can't keep going to this school, going out in public, and I'm seeing everybody has stuff that I don't, and I'm not feeling like I can help anyone. I feel like, cause I'm in school, and like, remember we was like in the cafeteria, man. It was so many days where I wanted to go up and get lunch, but it was like, I know I'm not gonna be able to carry my tray. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't eat lunch. Probably like school starts in September. It was one year I didn't eat lunch till like, I want to say like February. Cause someone finally noticed me and was like, yo, you good? Like, you need help? And it was like, you're almost embarrassed to ask for help, or like admit that you want to help, or even accept help. And so it was like so many of them days where I'm like, man, like I'm seeing everybody eating like the like the $4 lunch line was like like chicken tenders and like the combo lunch, good fries and all that. I'm like, dang, man. And then like not having no money, so I got to get the free lunch. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. And I had a moment with God at my house when I was like, listen, I don't know why I'm here or whatever, but you know, like you're gonna have to show me why I'm here. And it happened in 2012. And so from that point, when I realized like that I ain't have to act out no more, like, cause I had a whole performance that I did at my god sister's album release party, and when I did that, like God showed me, yo, your purpose is through this music, like this gift that I've given you. And so when I came back to school, it was like because first you got to get out of like how people are used to seeing you. Like once, it'd be hard to like if you smoke, if you've been smoking with the same group of people, you ain't just gonna want to stop. It just be like, I was gonna keep smoking, right? But it's like I had to wean myself out of not acting out. And I finally got that right in 2013. And, you know, when I started saying, like, happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday.
Okay. So, this whole time, are you rapping?
Yeah, I was rapping.
Because it almost seemed like, you know, during that time, the rapping came out of nowhere. So, at this time, are you rapping to yourself, but once again, not able to really deal with the awkward stares or the people judgmental? Like, when do you finally decide, okay?
Remember I did like Miss Nurse's talent show in like 2010.
Right.
But like it's just like my purpose hadn't been clear to me.
Okay.
Like so all this time, like, cause remember like when y'all had to come get me from class when the teachers was like, we need somebody to take him to the office or something, like I was rapping in class, like causing a distraction. It was just like not, it wasn't purposeful for me to be doing it, like, because there's a time and a place. But like after that, like after I had the moment with God, that's when my purpose clicked and the music mattered. Like, and I won't just sitting in there like, oh, like let me just start like beating on the table and like I wasn't doing that no more, because I was like, I ain't gotta do that no more. Like, let me just try to figure out how to move in purpose. So then that's when I started doing the happy whatever day.
I remember that. Like, you would send the text for years, every Monday, and it got to the point where Monday morning I was waiting for the text. Like, all right, man, you're about to send this long paragraph with some inspirational words, and you know, I
was texting like 100 people every week.
But just to be in the position that you're in, right, and still have that to, hey, you know what, let me uplift somebody else. You know, because a lot of people could just say, you know what, man, I'm in the dumps, I'm gonna be depressed. You know, God dealt me a bad.
My mindset was like, I know how it feels to hurt. So it's like, when I came out the house, it always feels great to be out the house, like for me, because I didn't go nowhere like where my brother went, like where my sister went, like when they go in and hang out with people or whatever, like I was in the house. So when I came to school, that was like the only time I really saw people, other than my family. It was the only time I saw people. And so me knowing how it feels to experience not wanting to be here, I've never wanted anybody else to feel that, especially when I'm around them. Like, of course, we all gonna go through our own things, but I just felt like if I can get out here and like put a smile on somebody's face, because I know what it's like to want to die, like that's important to me. That became very important to me, and so that's how I ended up like. Remember they had gave me like the the Eagle medallion.
The Eagle Award, yeah.
And it was like because the superlative like most likely to brighten your day. Because like all the staff around the school, like the custodians, the lunch ladies, the principals, I'm like, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday. And they were like, people don't usually talk to us, Manny. You know, like it's like they're like people usually just pass us by. Even like the kids who were quiet, or like the other disabled kids who like everybody like saw but like avoided. I spoke to them, and it was like, I just want to see you smile. That was my mindset, because I was like, I'm still going back home, and I still got to deal with how can I push like through the night, like, you know what I'm saying? So at least while I'm out here, I can make somebody else feel better, because I know what it's like to hurt, man.
Okay, speaking of hurt, right? Because you start this transition, and things are starting to be positive and on a upward look. I mean, at that time, shortly after that, I remember you did the TV show.
Yeah, that was 2015. I got this.
Right. So things were getting positive, and just to touch on this, so what was that like dealing with the situation that happened? And we don't have to get into it if you don't want to, with your brother.
Nah, we can't get into that.
Okay, cool. All right, so as we pivot into you starting to, what makes you say, all right, rap is going to be what I want to do? I know you said you had a purpose, right?
Yeah.
So when does it start to, all right, I'm going in the studio?
Because every time I try to do something, I swear, I lie to y'all not. Every time I try to do something else, it didn't work, and God would just give me another song. It was like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I would be like, because 2015, I got on the TV show, but I also did WFG, World Financial Group, where we was like selling life insurance. Okay. I got my life insurance license, right? And I also went to that thing, that meeting where you about to sell cutlery.
I did that in college too. Cutco.
When you told Cutco. Yeah. On everything, right?
I did that in college.
Listen, I'm sitting here because I'm like, I'm getting
the
older.
biggest pyramid scheme in the world.
Yo, that's crazy. No offense to y'all at all. But they going, like, I was trying to, like, make a living, right? I'm like, yo, how am I going to get out here and make money? I can't go get a job, like a regular job, right? So I'm like, yo, I got to do something. But it was like everybody in, like, the WFG joint, the most successful ones were out and about every day. Okay. They were like nurses and people in the Navy. Like they were recruiting people that they were seeing every day. And it was like, I'm in the house. I didn't got no money to go get no Uber to go somewhere and then get an Uber to go back, and like every day. And so like I stayed in that joint for like, I had already got my life insurance license, but it didn't matter. And then it didn't make no sense for me to be going around selling no knives. Right, and then like what do I look like on this night, right? Like it wasn't making no sense. It wasn't making no sense, man. Right. And God just kept giving me like a verse here and there, or a song here and there, and that like each time, it's not like I wrote a bunch of music. It was like He gave me one verse or one song, and that song got me through the year. Or that song got me through a couple of months and really poured into people. And so each time I did something else, it was like it got me to the next level. Like it got me to a different audience. Okay. Right? Like, cause remember 2015 is when I did the Make Your Mark text from like 2014 to like 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Like texting 100 plus people every week, like happy Make Your Mark Monday, go out and get it, blah blah blah. But it was like, even with that, it was like God was still giving me songs. He was still giving me songs. I couldn't figure nothing else out, man. So like music really was a thing because God ain't let me give it up.
So speaking of God giving you songs, right?
Yeah.
This is when I took my own little horn a little bit.
Talk your talk then.
So
Talk your talk.
a guy emails you something,
Yeah.
a beat,
Yeah.
and it becomes your first single.
Now listen,
How does this come about?
because you emailed me the beat.
Who did the beat?
Bub.
Oh.
Yeah, come on, huh? Yeah. Now listen, you emailed me the beat in 2016,
Yes.
right? I was dating this girl in 2016, but we broke up in 2017.
Yeah, I used to see you walking around on lovey-dovey all the time, kissing and...
Boo it up, man.
Yeah, I see, yeah. LMA, boo it up.
Boo it up, for real, right? We broke up in like the beginning of 2017, probably like February or something. I was like looking for a creative way to stay out of trouble because I didn't know how to let her go because we had been like together so much, and like she was like my best friend almost, and I was like so attached to her that I almost crashed out, man. I realized I almost crashed out, and thank God that I didn't. Like, once again, God saved me through
We
music.
all been there.
Yeah.
We have all been there.
Man, it was unfortunate to be there, man. It was like, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. And so, after like, after a crazy time, man, I was sitting down and I was going through like how to write what I'm feeling rather than continuously chasing this girl who don't want me no more.
Okay.
Right? And I had like a song. I was going to do this song called Sorry. Sorry that I didn't love myself. Right? And I was like, yo, this joint's sad. Like, and I don't want to give a shorty like the benefit of the doubt of me sitting here putting out a song like.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I ain't no
you know what I'm saying? Like putting out that type of song right then and there. So I'm like, nah, like, and I went to the beats that you sent me, and all of a sudden that joint just started clicking. And I hadn't even been like on the performance scene or nothing like yet. And I just like I listened to that beat for probably like 2 weeks straight. Like we had the big box TV there going, and that joint was like blasting, and I just ended up writing the song, man. It was like, but it was a way of me coping with the breakup, and me getting through the breakup and not like trying to see like where she is, what time she getting off work, like can I see her, like who she talking to now, like all that stuff was dumb, man. Oh my gosh, that stuff was dumb. And God gave me the lyrics, and I put that song out in like June, and I ended up like performing that joint. That joint became like a fan favorite around here. Had like a whole dance to the joint and everything. Man.
It's so dope, man. Like when you get to hear like an artist and the backstory to music, right?
Yeah.
Because we just hear the song and it's a party song. It make you feel
Yeah,
good.
it's like, yeah.
But when you tell us that you had just went through a heartbreak,
Yeah.
and that song was the one that said, you know what, it's get it over with. And then when you listen to the lyrics now, I need something to work with.
Yeah, like
so
plenty fish in the sea.
It's plenty, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense. So
and it's unfortunate that sometimes we have to go through negative things in order to change our hearts or change our mindsets or whatever, but sometimes that's just the way that it has to be. Like, I don't like the circumstances that the song came from, but it's a really like great thing that I went through what I went through so I could write that song and get my professional musical journey started.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first song I ever put on platforms. Like that joint, man. But when you go through you got to get through. And God just saved my life through that song with the beat that you sent me.
Appreciate it.
So thank you, man.
Thank you.
For real, for real.
You slid on it. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't heard a beat like that since. You hear me? Like, that shit was so different. I was like, so now, like, when everybody kept hearing, like...
The crazy thing is, I made that beat on Fruity Loops.
Nah, that's wild.
I swear.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, cause like, when everybody, like, hear that song, they were like, yo, can I send you a beat? They'll send me the wildest beat now. Like, and it just be like, this ain't... What is this alien type?
Right.
This ain't it, man. But that joint, like, what... Like, I don't even know how you started.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like, but regardless, I went through what I went through, and I was able to overcome that situation and not ruin my life. You know what I'm saying? I realized, ended up being able to not ruin my life through the music.
Okay. So, we continue the professional career.
Yeah. Yeah.
We talk, we text. You started doing those. You did some of the freestyles that you would do on Instagram. You know, just keeping people, you know, the fans, giving them music.
Yeah, so you gotta give them something, man.
And then actually one of my favorite challenges, the My Block, right?
Yeah.
Because dudes was going crazy, and then that until yours.
They was snapping. I'm gonna tell you who was my favorite.
Hold on. Let's talk. Right. So until then, right?
Yeah.
The Beach Boy Tay. And then Leo Bricks dropped
Leo
the joint.
Bricks was my favorite one.
Out in that. Me too.
I
Me
told
too.
him that.
And also, just a funny story about that. You know that's him on the intro to my podcast rapping.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Funny story. I sent him the beat. Right, this is when he was still in prison.
Yeah.
I sent him the beat. I DM him on Instagram. I sent him the beat. I said, hey, look, I started the podcast, and I was gonna rap on it at first. I was like, nah. I said, I need somebody to rap on it. And he said, what's the show about? I said, I got a sports show.
Yeah.
You know, but I entertain rappers. You know, everything, right? I said, that's the concept. I said, the only thing I asked, shout me out.
Yeah.
Sent that jump back in an hour.
That's crazy.
Killed it. So, just speak on Leo Bricks,
Man,
like,
he
you know
a
what I'm
beast,
saying?
man.
So,
He a
but yeah,
beast.
he was my favorite one.
He had my favorite joint, man.
And then, though, I see my man at Mount Trashmore. And it was different, though, because everybody had chose to use, like a hard industry beat. Yeah, a hard industry beat to rap
almost
over.
did, too.
And then, it's like you did a song, and it was just, when you listen to the lyrics, it automatically touches you.
Man.
And here we go.
Because I don't know if we had a bunch of conversations in high school, right? But it was like, I still ain't talking about a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure if we had them conversations, but I don't know if I ever told you, like, when I was 16, I read an article that was like, black men don't live past 25.
Okay.
And so from, like, high school, that was also why I was acting up and everything, too. Like, so, like, from high school all the way up until, like, before I released Why Not Start, I didn't believe that I was going to live past 25. You know what I'm saying? So every decision I was making was like, it don't really matter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to make it, so I'm not thinking about the future. I'm just thinking about right now. Like, how can I enjoy my life right now? Or figure something out right now so I can enjoy it while it lasts, type stuff. And so Why Not Start ended up coming from, like, I lived past 25. I was 26. I lived past 25, and I was like, yo, like, this is crazy that I'm an adult who doesn't know how to adult, right? And it was like, I don't know about responsibilities. Like, I've always done what I wanted to do. And I wanted to, at that point, like, figure out how to actually build a life. Like, actually build a life and live, like, without them. And it's like, I just became, like, started becoming mature. Like, but at that point, it was like the mindset was like everything that I've ever believed was a lie. As far as like me not making it past a certain age,
Okay.
like or me not having a chance to live, and so it was like God was telling me, why not start? Like you kept sabotaging your life because you didn't think that you would have a chance to live. Now that you see that you live past 25, you don't know. Nobody knows how long they're gonna live. But are you gonna keep sabotaging your life just because you don't know how long you're gonna live, or are you gonna at least try? Are you gonna at least make the effort to, you know what I'm saying? Because like it's something about like whatever you believe in. Like 'cause some people say the universe or whatever. Like once you put your best foot forward, like or even attempt to do something constructive, things just open up. You know what I'm saying? Like things just open up. Like when you get the doubt out the way, when you get like past your fears of like maybe what if this fails, or what if I fail and everybody laugh at me? Like what if I put this my block live video out and the whole world is joking me because I have one arm? Like all that stuff can go through your mind, and it's like, okay, but why not start? Because once you realize that anything that you fear is just a hurdle. Like once you realize that, it's like, alright, so what if it do happen? What if 1 million people laugh at me? Then what? I'm still alive.
Right.
I've still made it past 25, and I still don't know how long I'm gonna live. And God gave me that song in 2 days. God gave me one that song in 2 days, man. And at first I was gonna do like an upbeat, like I saw everybody doing that joint.
Yeah,
Man.
like, that was an opportunity for a rapper to really showcase bars and skills.
I saw everybody.
And I think that's why we liked it.
Yeah, and I was like, I had prayed because I saw that a lot of people were using the same flow. And so I had prayed. I was like, Lord, can you please help me fill in the gap? Because I want to, like, society will tell you that, you know, if you mess up, you are defined by your mess ups. You know what I'm saying? That's why they put the label felon on you. That's why they put the mugshots out when people get killed, like, or when we get killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, society teaches you that, like, once you mess up, you're a screw up. And so a lot of people don't hear, no, you're not. Like, yes, you messed up, you did a bad thing, you made a mistake or whatever, but okay. Like, will it be harder for you to start over from where you are once you've messed up in a way that society already views you away? Like, yes, it will. But that doesn't mean you don't try. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and I had to at least attempt. I had to try, man.
So, what is that feeling like when you know that you've reached the masses? You've went viral, so to speak. Millions of people, are replaying your song, singing your song. You go places and everyone knows who you are now. Like, what is that feeling like? And at what point did you know, like, oh, this is the one?
Man, I'm gonna answer the second question first.
Okay.
I think it took like a couple months, but like before I released the song, a lot of people were saying the same thing. They kept saying 3 words. This is the one. Like, this is the one.
Okay.
This is the one. I was like I had played it for my Uber driver right after I got out the studio, and he was like, this is the one. Played it for Mon Dukes. This is the one. Like, sent the email to like a couple of people that I know. They said the same thing, and none of these people know each other. And then, like, the moment that I had posted, like, released it and posted it on Instagram, you can see a bunch. You can go back and see the comments of people saying this the one. But it took a couple moments, like a couple months, for me to realize actually that this is the one. Because I was like, nah, like this can't be like this can't be like that easy, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this song, I didn't think anything was gonna happen with it. Like, I was just like, I'm gonna release this, and in 2 weeks I'm gonna drop something else. Like, it was gonna be like, I'm venting.
Oh, you wrong.
Like, what? It was like I'm venting, and after I vent, like, yeah, people gonna be like, yeah, cool, like, we feel you or whatever, but like, alright, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't dropped nothing else for like 2 months, man.
Right.
They ain't dropped nothing else for 2 months, like, so it took a minute, and the feeling of like being able to inspire people on a wide scale is really nice. Like, it's like, I'm like a grateful feeling, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to like when I came out the house to go to school, and I was telling you about like being able to put a smile on people's face. Because I know what pain feels like. So I'm venting, telling people like, yo, I'm hurt that I done wasted all this time thinking I was gonna die, and I didn't die. And now I gotta figure out how to live.
Right.
Now I gotta figure out how to be a man. I don't even know what that's like, you know what I'm saying? And people really took to that because they have gone through like some, because Why Not Start is like, people have told me they've quit like addictions, like pill addictions, like alcohol addictions, or that they've started rekindling relationships with their parents, or that they've like people have messaged me telling me they've started a business. And it's so like so many different aspects of life where other people are starting to live as well. And so it's a grateful feeling, and it's like a full circle moment feeling. Because like I've been going through so much pain all these years, it's like, wow, like I'm really helping people smile. Like,
it's like you said
day to
earlier,
day.
you walking in your purpose.
Yeah, man. It's just like walking into it. And it's like when we see people in person, man, you would think like I really did something. I mean, like, I know I did something, but it's like you would think I did something more than what I did. Like, it's song lyrics.
Right.
Like, but man, when people meet me, it's like they're telling me thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're telling me like, you really helped me, or you really like bro, people have cash apped me thanking me because they didn't commit suicide. You know what I'm saying? And that's heavy. Like, the messages I get are heavy. Like, so heavy that sometimes it takes me days to respond, because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out the right thing to say to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can't be all things for all. Like, that's what God's for. Like, I can't be everywhere for every person or all things for all people. I can just be myself. Like, so when I'm interacting with anyone, I'm trying to make sure that the right message is conveyed, because I don't know when the next time I'm going to speak to them. And so, like, seeing these people in person, it's like, it's great for me, because I'm like, wow, like, I really belong. Because I'm still dealing with this every day. Like, this ain't never going away. And even though, like, I've spent my whole life with one arm, it's like, I'm always going through something new where it feels like burdenful, like, if that's a word, like I'm just in the way. So it's still hard to ask for help. It's still hard to accept help, because I be like, dang, you should be over this by now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like when people tell me, like, bro, you're helping me, it's like, it's my therapy. Like, I can continue doing this. Like, they're telling me, no, you can't give up Gifted, because we need you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to be needed. I just need to feel like I belong on earth. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a really powerful feeling. It's a really like, it's something that I don't take for granted at all. I say it all the time. I don't take it for granted because, like, man, it's other people going through stuff too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just a vessel being used by God.
So, let me ask you this, with the success. What's the craziest person or somebody that has heard your song and it's like, wow, like, they heard my song, you listen to my music, what was that pinch me feeling like, nah, you lying, nah, no way.
Well, like, I think, like, Snoop saw it, Paul Wall, I was like, folks that you see in your childhood,
right.
Man, like, the first, like, person who had, like, followed me was, like, Andy Milonakis. He go back to my childhood, right? And I'm like, yo, I was like, Andy Milonakis? And then MC Hammer, like, had followed me and reposted the joint and everything. And, like, I don't know if y'all know, like, Shabazz, like, or Honeycomb Brazy, Timbaland.
My favorite producer.
Yeah, it's just like, all those moments are surreal. I don't think like any moment like really top anything like I don't think any celebrity top the moments that I have with like everyday normal people who send me the messages that's telling me this actually helped me. Because like you can get it from a celebrity and the celebrity be like, this is really dope. You know what I'm saying? But like the messages that I get from everyday people,
yeah, that's a real
when they be like, yo, like, man, like I just read probably like a couple weeks ago, lady had commented on my post and told me like, my son loved this song, like he was battling cancer and he just passed away, but he really loved this song and now it's helping me get through. So I helped a mother and her son. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like it's those moments that pinch me, cause I'm like, huh? Like this song that I like, cause even like, as a music artist, you like, man, this song it's been almost 2 years now, and so it's like, man, it's about time to stop pushing this joint. But it's like you don't even realize how many people you can help if you keep going. Like especially with this song can go forever, cause it's always gonna be helping somebody new. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, that's the pinch me moments, man. The messages and comments that I get from people who telling me what they're going through and how the song is helping them get through.
So, how does the Timbaland session come about?
TikTok. He be going live on TikTok, like listening to people's music. Somebody had told me that he went live or was going live frequently, so I had like one day just like went up there and saw that he was going live. First day he didn't go live, and then the second day I had went up there, paid the $50 for a guaranteed play or whatever. That's crazy. I'm gonna say it again, bro. That was my last $50 of the month. Mm-hmm. I didn't got no job. You know what I'm saying? It's like that was my last $50. I couldn't get no Uber to go nowhere. Like it wouldn't make no sense to DoorDash no food or whatever. So, and it was the beginning of the month, like probably like the 8th or something. And I was like, man, I might as well try to do something like productive with it. And man, I sent that $50. The streaming joint was so like glitchy, I almost got off the joint because I was like, I'm not finna stay up here. But then as soon as I was about to get off, I was on the phone with A-Ray. As soon as I was about to get off, like the thing on TikTok was like, we about to invite you into the joint. And I'm thinking that Timbaland already know me, right? Because like the joint that went viral all around the world.
Yeah, and from Virginia Beach.
Yeah, and it's like people in Tanzania didn't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get up here, like, but I just want to like just chop it up with him or whatever. But he didn't even know who I was. And he was like listening to the songs, because you get to play 3 songs. So he was like listening to the songs, and he was like, man, why y'all kids make so much sad music these days? And I was like, bro, like, have you seen my page? He was like, man, let me go see your page, man. He went on the page and was like, yo. He was like, yo, y'all gotta go check out his page. Like, this dude is like a testimony. And from that whole thing, like, I had posted that or whatever, but like from the whole thing, like during the thing, he was like, yo, we gonna get your number, I need to get you out to the studio, whatever he was saying. And he reached back out like a month later, flew us out there to Miami, put us in a hotel, and we did the thing.
Dope.
So it was like,
it was dope.
It was a real.
Really, you took that interview over too.
Yeah.
Seriously. No, seriously.
Yeah, man, cause it just be. I like talking to people. Like I like not just pouring into people, but like hearing how they overcome. Cause every moment that you have with anybody is just like you can learn something. So I'm more of a like. I talk a lot, but I like to listen too, cause I still gotta go home. I still gotta go home and deal with my own thoughts. I still gotta go home and deal with how am I gonna live? You know what I'm saying? Like with my faith is like, yes, it's like practically when you go through your day-to-day life. Other than praying, other than trusting God, you have to have the right mindset. Right, like you gotta be like, let me read a book to shape my mind in a certain way, or let me take a walk to clear my mind, or let me exercise so I can get my health right. It has to be something practical. So when I'm talking to people, I'm trying to figure out like how they got through, even though we don't have like the same exact circumstances. They're a person just like me. And pain is pain no matter who you are. So like when I was talking to Tim, like, and he was telling me like, yo, he got shot and everything, I was like, yo, that's wild. But he was like, he kept going. He was like, he kept DJing while his arm was paralyzed. And that's perseverance. You know what I'm saying? And that's the main thing a lot of us have to learn, because I mean anything can happen, man, at any moment, man. Like wars. We still in the world, like history can still happen, like it happens every day. Like wars are breaking out around the world. It can still happen here. You know what I'm saying? And we would have to find a way to adapt and overcome. Like we would have to find some way. Like the hurricanes and the floods and all this stuff, like when people have to rebuild, like we have to learn how to do that in our personal lives, like in our hearts and our minds. And so it was real cool to sit down there and talk with him, man.
So I seen you post something the other day, and you said you was in album mode.
Yeah.
Right? So what is the process like? So how do you know what songs you want to take? Do you get the name of the album first? Like how does that process work for you?
So.
And I sent a couple more beats over.
My younger lit, yeah.
I'm trying to act like you ain't see the
My younger lit, relax, man. Damn.
Like Memphis jump hard.
Yeah, on everything. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Suit your own horn there, man. Tuck this up.
No, for real.
Like, for this one, like, I've never released an album before. Like, so this will be my first album ever. And it really came from the conversation I had with Timbaland.
Okay.
Like, when we was sitting in there, he was like, yo, the people want this type of music from you. Like, you see, that's what Blue, and I be avoiding vulnerable music, because it sucks, like, having
Rod
to.
Wave has got a coat, so.
Man, like, but it just sucks having to dig that deep, like, knowing how much it hurts to pull out these feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I deal with them every day. Like, it's kind of like I've always bottled them up so that when I do come outside, I'm telling y'all happy with every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm only dealing with these emotions and feelings by myself. You know what I'm saying? And so it always hurts to get vulnerable with people and let them know the actual process of my thoughts and things that I'm going through. So with this one, like Timbaland was like, yo, you know, you gonna need more of that type of music or whatever. He was like, you need 8 more why not starts. He said you need about 8 more why not starts, and so I was like, you know what? Like, cause it ain't something that like he just said and I ain't never heard before. It's like a bunch of people have been telling me like we need more music like this. It's just like I've been avoiding it, and so like once I sat down with him and like he had said it, I was like, alright, bet. Don't even worry about it. I went straight. We went straight home. I looked the beats up and everything, and I came up with like the first song idea and everything. And from there, I came up with the name of the project, which is Childhood Trauma. And so I'm gonna share with everybody like kind of like some of the feelings and everything that I went through, like growing up, and like how I got through, man. Is so like the song titles is like how I come up with the concepts, right? It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be deep for whoever it needs to be deep for. It's gonna help whoever it needs to help, and we're gonna do that, man. It's called Childhood Trauma. It's coming out this year.
When can we expect it? Around a time frame or just to be continued?
Can't even say.
Okay.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Hey, baby, we'll get it straight. People want to know. That's it.
Hey, yeah, man. But this gonna be my first album ever, so y'all know it's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? God is my ghostwriter, so I ain't got nothing to worry about, right? But just know it's gonna. Don't look for like. If you looking for like club bops or something, this ain't the album for you. I'm looking to help people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to really help the people who be messaging me and asking me, how do you get through the day? Like, because people message me this every week, like, Gifted, how do you keep a smile on your face? Or how do you stay positive when there's so much negative stuff that you go through or negativity in the world? I'm looking to help those people who are actually like still going through, because some people are at better places in their lives, so they don't have to hear this type of stuff. But like for the people who like still going through it, for the children who are like, cause it's kids right now who's going through actual things. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's molestation or whether it's like, man, this kid's been kidnapped. It's kids being like physically abused, like starved, all that type stuff. And so I'm hoping that these type of songs can, if they're able to hear it, help them like while they're in the process of what they're going through before they become adults and harbor the feelings that we harbor when we become adults and rarely deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like rarely heal.
Let me ask you something. Who do you listen to?
Gifted Hands. Gifted Hands. I mean, like I listen to like music here and there, like as far as like when I see something like on Instagram or whatever. Or
all right, put it this way: me and you going on a road trip, and we gotta pick.
Lil Wayne.
We gotta pick 3 artists to listen to.
Lil Wayne.
Okay, Lil Wayne.
Who else do I listen to? Dax. Dax is nice. He make like real good mental health music too. Lil Russell nice too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So that's who we would listen to on the road trip, and some Gift the Hands. Even though Gift the Hands only got like 5 songs.
but no, make sure tell the people where we can find your music at, where we can find your socials and all of that.
Y'all can follow me on all social media. I'm Gift the Hands. That's I am, not I am. I am Gift the Hands. That's on all platforms. And my name is Gift the Hands on like all streaming platforms.
But look, let's bring this thing full circle, right? Like we said, you know, I've been here with you since the beginning of the process and been seeing things. And I used to always make you rap. Look, now that I got a platform, we can just forever here. We can get this out here. I don't gotta never ask you no more because I can always just go back and watch this.
Alright, so look.
So look, you got a rap. It's called 5, right?
Yeah.
Can you Can you guess that for me?
If I remember the joint correct, it was like 5 5-star chicks hanging out with 5 guys that have no business with. 5 mistakes made, 5 tries to get it right, 5 accompanied days in school, 5 cold lonely nights. 5 random people driving 5 random cars. 5 raps each rated with 5 stars. 5 men smoking, 5 women popping pills. I'll pay you $25 with 5 $5 bills. 5 boys fighting just to see who's the hardest. 5 fugitives on the run caught with 5 charges. Nowhere to go, they only made it 5 blocks. 5 snipers on the roof hanging with 5 red dots. Get down on the ground comes 5 cops with 5 Glocks, 5 guns pulled, 5 team shot right on the spot. 5 bleeding boys rush to the ER. 5 repetitions of CPR. 5 serving the countries against the bad dudes. 5 men in black come to 5 moms with bad news. 5 smiles on mom's face knowing the sons didn't fail. 5 separate caskets, 5 different funerals held. 5 single dads raising their children with discipline. 5 youngins hearing 5 wise guys but ain't listening. 5 unaccompanied minors joining 5 different gangs. 5 keep banging and 5 want to change. 5 more spirits stay on earth. 5 more houses haunted. 5 secret agents eliminating 5 more to wanted. 5 more anger filled minds. 5 more people taunted. 5 more cocky attitudes. 5 more adolescents vaunted.